My name is Danny Cole. I am a records and retrieval clerk for the Department of the Unknown. We document, archive, and classify anomalous events. Things that don't fit anywhere else end up on my desk. Most of them stay there. Case File 001, Lozère, France, 1974. Now, before I get into this, I need you to understand something. The Beast of Gévaudan was officially put down on June 19th, 1767, by a local hunter named Jean Chastel. That is the official record. That is what every history book says. The case was closed. The beast was dead. The region was safe. This file is dated 1974. Two men went out into the fields outside a village in rural Lozère on the night of September 12th, 1974. One of them came back. His name was Henri Morel. He was 26 years old. The official report says a large wolf attacked the two men and that his companion, Luc Fontaine, did not survive. That is what the official report says. Henri Morel told a different story. He told it to the police. He told it to the doctors. He told it to anyone who would sit still long enough to listen. Nobody believed him. This is his account.
Luc Fontaine and I grew up 50 meters apart. Same road, same village, same everything. His father farmed the land on one side of the fence and mine farmed the other. By the time we were old enough to walk, we were already in each other's yards. People used to ask us if we were brothers. We never corrected them. Luc was the one with the plan, always had been. When something needed doing, he was already 3 steps into doing it before anyone else had finished deciding whether to bother. I used to joke that the only thing faster than Luc Fontaine was Luc Fontaine with an idea. I don't make that joke anymore. It was his idea to go out that night. Of course it was. The farmers in the area had been losing animals for weeks. Sheep mostly, a few cattle. Clean kills, no tracks worth following, no explanation anyone could agree on. The gendarmes had come twice and done nothing useful. Luc said somebody had to go look. He was right. That was the thing about Luc. He was almost always right. We had our rifles. We had flashlights. We knew those fields and those tree lines better than we knew our own kitchen floors. We had been hunting in this valley since we were boys. We were not afraid. We should have been. We reached the eastern field around 10:30. Clear night, no cloud. The kind of dark where you can see the shape of things without a light if you give your eyes long enough. Luc went left along the tree line. I went right. Standard sweep. Something we had done 100 times. I was maybe 40 meters from him when I noticed it. The quiet. Not night quiet. I know night quiet. I have lived next to those fields my whole life. This was different. This was the kind of quiet that means everything that lives here has already left. No insects, no wind, nothing moving in the grass. Nothing. I stopped walking. I didn't decide to stop. My body just stopped. I looked over at Luc. He had stopped too, standing completely still with his flashlight off, just listening. And I knew from the way he was standing that he heard it too. The absence of everything. Then the shadow moved. It was at the tree line first. Then it wasn't. Then further left. Then behind us. I turned my flashlight on and swept it across the field. And every time the beam landed on where it had just been, it was already somewhere else.
not moving between points, just present in one place, then present in another. No crossing of space, no sound of movement, just repositioning. I could not get a shape on it. Every time I almost had it, the dark rearranged itself and it was gone again. It was enormous. Luke raised his rifle. I need to be careful here, because people hear what I am about to say, and they decide we panicked. They decide we did something stupid. We didn't panic. Luke tracked that shadow for almost 2 minutes before he fired. 2 minutes. Any other hunter in that valley would have emptied his rifle in the first 30 seconds. Not Luke. He waited until he was sure. He fired twice. We heard something, a sound I don't have a word for in French or any other language. Not a cry, not anything I had heard an animal make before. Just a sound that meant something very large had been hit and did not like it. And then it went quiet again. Luke looked at me. I looked at him, and I saw something on his face I had never seen in 30 years of knowing him. Not fear. Something past fear. Something that looked like understanding. He said, "Run." Just that. One word. And we ran. We made it maybe 20 meters before I heard Luke's rifle fire again behind me. Once. Twice. 3 times. I turned and I couldn't see him. My flashlight found the grass and the tree line and the dark between them and nothing else. I called his name. No answer. I went back. I don't know why I went back. Every part of me was saying, don't go back. But I went back. I found his rifle in the grass. Both barrels empty. I found Luke 12 meters from his rifle. I am not going to describe what I found. I have described it 4 times. To the police, to the doctors, twice to men who said they were researchers. And every time I describe it, I watch the person across from me decide that I am lying or that I am broken. I am neither. Whatever killed Luc Fontaine was not a wolf. I have seen wolf kills. I have cleaned wolf kills. I know what a wolf does. This was not that. The quiet stayed the whole way back. All the way to the road. All the way to the first light I could find. Like nothing had used it. Henri Morel gave his account to the gendarmerie on the morning of September 13th, 1974. The official report filed 3 days later reads as follows. Large wolf attack. Single victim. Consistent with known animal predation in the region. Case closed. The region where the Beast of Gévaudan killed 113 people between 1764 and 1767. That region. 200 years later. Same valley. Same official answer. Henri never stopped talking about what he saw. He talked about it for 17 years. To farmers, to journalists, to anyone who would sit across from him long enough. He described the shadow, the speed, the sound after Luc fired. Nobody believed him. Henri Morel died on March 4th, 1991, in a hospital in Mende. The nurse on duty that night filed a note in his record. Patient was lucid, alert, talking about a wolf that was not a wolf. Still talking about it. Case file 001. Official finding. Large wolf attack. 1974. Lozère, France. The same valley. Subscribe to the Department Archive.